What's up, you guys? Shoshana here. I am back with another YouTube video. Okay, so today's video is how to find funding for your business, whether you have good credit, bad credit, no credit, no money. Okay, some money, just a little bit of money. No, just kidding. Okay, so today's video is how to get funding for your business. So if you don't have good credit, if you don't have the money that you need, if you don't have good credit, if you don't have money, this video is going to help you get funding, where to go for investors, the difference between investors, and how you can apply. So without further ado, make sure you like, subscribe, make sure you tell your friends to tell their friends, tap him on the shoulder and tell her and him that y'all need to all get familiar with this YouTube channel. So let's start. The first thing we have to get wrapped around our brains, okay? We are not going to apply through a traditional bank. Why? Ask me why. We're not applying for a traditional bank because they're going to ask for 2 years of your tax returns for that business. So they want proof of concept, 2 years of tax returns for that business. They're also going to ask you for 2 years of your income, proof of income for the business. Now, mind you, if we are a startup, because the keyword here is startup, if we are a startup business, we don't have that. So how can I show you something I don't have, bank? So old school banks, totally done, okay? We're not doing that. Microloans is where it's at. Angel investors are where it's at. Now, here's what you want to understand about microloans. Microloans, they're a company that is a special type of funding where they fund people who do not have proof of concept. So they fund startup businesses. Again, that's the key word, startup businesses. They usually offer anything between $25,000, some offer up to $50,000, some offer up to $150,000, you know, and so on. I think they usually kind of cap at $150,000. Now, they usually don't ask for equity in the company. They usually just give you the money in exchange for interest, so that you just pay interest. They're not too crazy either. Mine, I think, was 7%, which it's not crazy good, but it's not bad at all. So yeah, so that is another way to get funding. Angel investors, they typically ask for equity. They typically, if they're giving you a high amount of money, they're going to say, okay, we'll give this money to you, however, comma, you got to give us some money back as well. So if you do apply for an angel investor, just know that they're going to be asking for percentage of the company. Now, it's okay. I personally don't have any equity partners. However, if you have to decide between an equity partner and being broke or not acting on your business, choose an equity partner. It's still going to be more money than you had before, and it's still going to be your vision coming to life. So do not feel like, oh my gosh, they want a percentage of my company. It's what they do on Shark Tank. They'll say, hey, I'm looking for Mr. Mark Cuban, I'm looking for $300,000 in exchange for 25% of the company. Whatever it is, do it. If that's what you got to do. A lot of times, angel investors are a good way to go, especially if you have high overhead. So if you know you're about to open a 5-star restaurant and you need exquisite dining, you may need to get an angel investor because you're going to need way more funding, opposed to like myself, my ice cream shop. Our overhead was low. It didn't cost a whole bunch of money to get open, so we only need an angel investor. I'm sorry, we only need a micro lender because the funds that they offer is up to $150,000. We didn't need $150,000. So just kind of throw that out there, okay? So these are some types of funding. There's also what you have a private investor / hard money lender, and they usually give you a lump sum of cash, but their interest rate is super high because they don't really ask for any proof of anything. Like, they're just like, here, take it. But just know your interest rate is gonna be like 30% or so. And I did do that. I'm not gonna lie, I did do that with the furniture at Mixins because we needed some furniture and we didn't have enough money within our microloan, so we did sign a stupid deal for our furniture, which was like 30% interest. But would I do it again? Yes, I would, because if that was our only option at the time, yes, I would do that instead of not being open. You know, it's like, okay, do we not open and don't have, you know, furniture? No, I'm gonna just get, you know, do what I gotta do. So that's what I did. The other thing too, you guys, when you're applying, here's the thing. You do not have to have good credit. Like I said, you can have a 550 for a lot of them. That's not all, that's a lot. Do your research. But I will say you can have a 550 credit score, 550, yeah, around there, 600. They're going to ask you for collateral. So do you have jewelry that you can use as collateral? Do you have a vehicle you can use as collateral? Do you have, what else can you use? Artwork that you can use as collateral. If you do not have these things, also think about the money you're going to be getting from them. You can also put on there that anything you buy, you can use it as collateral. So if you buy a refrigerator, you have to forfeit on your loan, they can take the refrigerator. So that's another option for you to have collateral if you do not feel like you really have collateral. But just really dig deep. I mean, purses can be collateral. TV, whatever is expensive and of value, you can use that as collateral. So just make sure you write that down on there. Another thing you want to do when you're finding investors is talk to them. Be an anonymous customer. Never call them. Just say, hey, my name is Trishana and I don't have good credit. My credit's bad and I look crazy, but can I please get a loan? No. You want to call, you gotta lie sometimes. Hey, yeah, this is Sarah, just kind of inquiring about how the loans work. Okay, what's the requirements? Okay, if I didn't get approved, what's usually the reason people don't get approved? You also want to ask them how long they've been in business, how often they're giving out loans, because the last thing you want to do is apply for a loan to somebody who ain't even giving out money right now. If they only give out money twice a year, why would you apply? That's going to make you look bad. Like, you're not going to get the money you need. So make sure when you apply that they're giving out money and that they're always giving out money a lot. Like, you want it to be a frequent, ongoing thing. Another thing that you want to think about when it's time to apply for loans is your projections of your company. You want to know that you're going to have good projections for your company. Your company is going to make money. It looks profitable. They need to know your 1 year, 2 year, 3 year projections. So you're going to find out how much money you're supposed to be making the first year. You're going to multiply that by 2, 3, 4, 5% each year, and you want to increase every year. But you don't want to over project. Okay? If I know I'm landed on a gold mine, baby, and I know my business could be worth $1 million, you don't want to say $1 million, because if you come up anything less than $1 million, you're going to look like a failure to your micro lender. So you want to keep it humble. We're gonna make 600,000, okay? And if you make more than that, great. You know, now you look like you're gonna be their stable child. This investor, they're gonna say, wow, we freaking love this person. They projected to make 600,000 and they came on top. And then they're gonna use you as, you know, they're on their pamphlets and brochures and have you speak at their events. But if you say we're gonna make $1 million, you come out at 600,000, this company may not be doing so hot. You see how you know how things change. So you want to make sure you're coming in looking strong, basically. So another thing you want to do when it comes time to finding your investors is just really build rapport with your micro lender. Remember, they are still people. It's still a group of people running that bank. They're not robots, and they need your business just as bad as, you know, you want theirs. So make sure you take the time to actually interview your micro lender. Make sure you're asking them necessary questions. Make sure you're really talking to them about, you know, what they look for, and ask them if they have kids. Oh my gosh, Steve, you're the micro, okay, you're my representative, perfect. So Steve, do you have kids? Okay, perfect. Like, the more you build rapport with them, that's with anybody, the more personable you are, the more it's going to pay off, and the harder they're going to go for you when it comes to getting funding. So that pretty much sums up investors. Also, they don't always give you the money up front, especially when you first start off. They want to make sure that you don't blow it. So usually they give you payments. So they'll say, here's your first payment this month, your second payment, you know, this month. So, and if you need more in advance, you can fill out like a form usually, and then they'll give you more. But when they're first starting off, they don't just throw all that money at you usually. Now, if it's your second time, they also offer expansion plans, funds. So then if you're trying to grow and they've worked with you for their first time, again, you look profitable, you came out on top, then they're going to give you money again. So that happened in my business. The first time we just got increments. The next time we got it all at once. That's because we were a proven concept now. We came out on top versus under. So everything panned out. So hopefully this was helpful. You guys smash the like button. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Make sure you share this video. Follow me on Instagram at Trishana. Now, if you need help with finding funding, creating a business plan or a business model to get you up to 6 figures in your business, if not beyond, then you want to get my 6-figure blueprint. It's going to teach you everything you need to know about gaining funds for your business with no money, bad credit. So definitely check that out. The link is down below in my description box. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.